possible cards that could beat you or outs, you're supposed to play. And if they have 21 or more, you're supposed to fold. So for example, if you had a king high, such as a king 3 offsuit, which you would not raise on pre-flop, and the board was 10 of clubs, jack of clubs, 2 of spades, 10 of hearts, and 4 of diamonds, there are 2 10s, 3 2s, 3 jacks, and 3 4s that could beat you by giving the dealer a pair, as well as 4 aces that could give the dealer a higher kicker. So the total outs would be 15 outs. This is less than 21, so you should play that hand. In situations where there is one possible card to a straight or a flush on the board, then these are also counted as possible outs. So for example, if there is a 6, 7, 8, 9 on the board and you as the player don't have the 5 or the 10, then 4 5s and 4 10s are now added to the possible outs. Or in the case of 4 to a flush, since there are 13 cards of each suit, the 9 that are left in the deck are now added to the possible outs. All right, so in the case of the king 3 offsuit, let's assume the board is 6, 7, 8, 9 with a deuce of diamonds. And now there are potentially 15 outs that could give the dealer a pair, 4 that give the dealer a higher kicker, which are all the 4 aces in the deck. And now there are 8 possible cards that make the dealer a straight. So you now have a total of 27 outs, which means that you fold the hand. In the case of 4 to a flush, let's assume that it's the 10 of clubs, jack of clubs, 2 of spades, 10 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, but instead now there are 4 hearts on the board. Now there is an additional 9 cards that are left, 9 additional cards that could make the dealer a winning hand. So now you would also fold that hand. All right, so a lot of people might ask, well, what about winning combinations that could be made with both of the dealer's cards? So for example, if the dealer had a pocket pair, would you add possible pocket pairs? Or if there was 3 to a straight or 3 to a flush, possible 2-card combinations that the dealer could have? And the answer is no. The outs are only calculated using 1-card combinations. If you added 2-card combinations, it would be quite complicated and provide little additional value to the strategy. Keep in mind that you want to be able to do this calculation in a reasonable time while you're playing without slowing down the entire table. All right, so that pretty much covers the ante and play bets, which are the main bet in this game. There is a trips bet, which is an optional side bet. Now, this is a bonus bet that pays out on hands of 3 of a kind or higher. It has a higher house edge than the main bet, but it can be a lot of fun to play. And compared to other side bets in the casino, the payback percentage is not that terrible, in my opinion. And the other thing is that even if you lose the hand, if you get trips or higher, you will still be paid out on this side bet. So that's kind of nice. For example, if there's a royal flush on the board on the flop and the last 2 cards, you would be paid on the trips at least. So usually the pay table for trips is the following. So you can see here it's 3 to 1 for trips, 4 to 1 for a straight, 7 to 1 for a flush, 8 to 1 for a full house, 30 to 1 for quads, 40 to 1 for a straight flush, and 50 to 1 for a royal flush. However, I have noticed a better pay table in some casinos, but it is hard to find. This pay table pays the following. It pays 3 to 1 for 3 of a kind, 5 to 1 for a straight, 6 to 1 for a flush, 8 to 1 for a full house, 30 to 1 for quads, 40 to 1 for a straight flush, 50 to 1 for a royal flush. So with this pay table, the house edge is approximately 2% versus approximately 3.5% on the more common pay table. As far as side bets go, like I said, it's not bad at all. In some casinos, they also offer a progressive jackpot. Typically, this only pays out if you hit 3 of a kind or better on the flop, so in your first 5 cards. I've actually seen it as high as 7 figures for a royal flush on the flop, but it usually is over 6 figures. Naturally, you can expect a house edge to be quite high on this bet, but it can be entertaining. And I will personally always play the progressive bet because I would absolutely kick myself if I hit it without betting. For my bankroll and bet size, these bets are usually a small percentage of my money, so it doesn't really affect my my overall expected value that much. I don't mind throwing a few dollars on each hand, but you have to decide what makes the most sense for you. Typically, this bet is $5 or $1, but the $5 progressive is usually a lot higher of a payout than the $1. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And for those of you who are new to Ultimate Hold'em, I hope that helped you understand the game a little bit better, as well as some strategies that can be used to maximize your expected return on the game. Before I end the video, let's see some of the best hands that I've hit on this game to date. Enjoy.